A lovely hello to all my dear students of grade 3. Okay, we had started off with the solving of the exercise. Question number A, fill in the blanks. I had provided you with the answers. Question number B, true or false. Okay, and tick the correct answers. Okay, two boxes where two sentences out of the three were correct. Like that, 5 sentences of this question number C we had solved in our previous session. Now moving forward, we solved question number D. Answer the following questions. So I am giving the answers to these 5 questions. Let us analyze one by one. Okay. Number 1. What is a family? Okay. First question is, what is a family? Okay. Now the answer is, a family is a group of people related to each other. They may or may not live in the same house. Okay, let me read it one more time so that it will be easier for you to write. Okay, you write this in the fair notebook. Okay, these question answers that I am giving you now, you copy the answers in the fair notebook. Make one of the notebook as social studies notebook and start writing the answers. Okay, let us read one more time. A family is a group of people related to each other. They may or may not live in the same house. Okay, is it clear? Take the pauses. Pause this video so that you will be able to copy the answer. Okay, next. Number 2. Differentiate between joint family, nuclear family and single parent family. So these are the types of family and you have to differentiate, give a clear distinction between these among these 3 types of families. Okay, now you're going to write answer 2 and write in the subtopics A, B and C. This will be easier for you to at the time when you're learning the answer. So number A, okay, answer number 2, write sub answer A. In a joint family, grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts and children live together. Okay, this is your point A where you are differentiating in terms of joint family. Now point B, a family with parents and their children living together is called a nuclear family. So the second point, in this second point you are differentiating what is the nuclear family. The first point belongs to joint family and the second point belongs to nuclear family. Now the third point, C, alphabet C, a family having only one parent and children living in the same house is a single parent family. So this third C belongs to the single parent family. So you're going to write the answer in this way. Answer to point A, B and C. Write in the point wise. Point A, in a joint family, grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts and children live together. Okay. Next point B, a family with parents and their children living together is called a nuclear family. Third C, a family having only one parent and children living in the same house is a single parent family. So is it clear? the 3 points of distinction among the 3 types of families. Okay, now we move to the next question 3. How do the family members adapt when they shift from a joint family to a nuclear family? Okay, how do the family members adapt? Let us see. Answer 3. Even this answer you have to write point wise. Point number 1, point number 2 and point number 3. Now let us analyze what does point number 1 contain. Parents manage their time to do the household chores, manage the children and earn a living. There is a comma in between these 2 words, chores and manage. Okay, let us read this answer one more time. Answer 3, point number 1. Parents manage their time to do the household chores, comma, manage the children and earn a living. Number 2 point. The children learn to be more independent and responsible. Number 3. The parents and children adapt to changes to make life easy and responsible. Let us read this answer number 3 one more time so that it will be easier for you to write. Write it in the FAIR notebook. Make one of the notebook as your social studies notebook and start writing the answers. Okay. Answer number 3. Parents manage their time to do the household chores, comma, manage the children and earn a living. Number 2. The children learn to be more independent and responsible. Number 3. The parents and children adapt to changes to make life easy and responsible. Okay. Now let us move to question number 4. Is it clear? Answer 3 is clear to all of you? Okay. Now let us move forward. Question number 4. How is the working pattern of parents in the present time different from that of the parents of earlier times? So you have to tell what is the difference in the working parents of the parents of the earlier times and now at the present time how your working pattern of the parents have changed. So this is the answer. Answer number 4. In earlier times, comma, the father earned money while the mother took care of the home. Okay. In present times, both the parents earn money as well as do the household work. Let us read one more time. Answer number 4. In earlier times, comma, the father earned money while the mother took care of the home. So this was the earlier times when both the parents had their respective tasks to perform. In present times, both the parents earn money as well as do the household work. So both the parents now in the present time, both the parents earn money as well as they divide the household work equally between themselves. Okay. Next. This is question number 5. What are the reasons due to which the members of a family may have to move away? So you have to enlist all the reasons why the members of the family they move out of the ancestral home. Okay. Answer number 5. The members of a family may have to move away due to reasons like, okay, you're going to write this answer in the point this format. Point number A, finding a new job. Point number B, transfer. Point number C, limited space in existing house. Okay. And point number D, a chance for better education. Point number E, marriage. So you're going to write answer number 5 in the form of points, okay, so that it will be easier for you to memorize. Let us read this answer one more time. Is it clear? You are going to write this answer in the point format. Answer number 5. The members of a family may have to move away due to reasons like A, finding a new job, B, transfer, C, limited space in existing house, D, a chance for better education, point E, marriage. Okay. Now is it clear? We have discussed all the answers. We have discussed all the answers. Question number D. Answer the following questions. See, these are all the answers that I have discussed just now. Take the pauses. Okay. Now this think and answer is there. We are not going to solve it now. Okay. These 5 questions are enough for you to memorize. Okay. We are not going to solve this now. Okay. And these objectives, if you write in the textbook, it's well and good. Solve these objectives in the textbook itself. These 5 questions of question number D, answer the following questions. Write in the notebook. Write the question and below write the answer. Don't attempt this. Think and answer. Will not attempt it. Okay. And even this also. Don't attempt it. Life skills, creative corner, beyond the textbook. Don't attempt this page. Don't do anything. Okay. Leave it. Now, in the next recording, I'll give you the question answer of lesson number 2, adapting to changes, and read the lessons. It will be easier if you continuously go on reading, because this is a new subject that is included in your grade 3 syllabus. This was not there when you were in grade 2, social studies. Read as far as possible. Read, because very new words have come up. Generation, single parent family. So it will be easier for you to memorize the answer if you keep reading the lessons. Okay. This is a simple lesson. It's regarding the family only. That thing you have learnt in your grade 2 when you had your EVS. Though EVS topics are all only included in this. That's not very hard. No need of memorizing it. Just go through these words. These are the meanings of the words that are in the textbook. So just go through this meanings. That's it. Memorize this, fill in the blanks, true and false, correct answers, tick the correct answers. Solve these objectives in the textbook itself and write the answers of these questions in the notebook and start memorizing it. It will be easier. Don't attempt this part and this part. Okay, don't attempt this. These are all related to project work and all that. Don't attempt it. As of now, we are not doing any project. Once the school opens, we will see what if we can do with the project work. As of now, nothing is there. Okay. Try learning the difficult words that you happen when you read. Go through the reading this part. Whatever difficult words you find, memorize the words. Relatives, just like see grandparents. It's a tough word. Grandparents, relatives, happiness, sorrow. Memorize it. all the difficult words: joint family, nuclear family, occasions, celebrate. Okay, memorize all these: childhood, generation, belong. See, the features which are passed on from one generation to another are called hereditary features. Memorize these hereditary features. Okay, and belonging to. These are all difficult words. Whichever you find, memorize all the difficult words, because when you are writing the answers, this is the spellings are going to help you. Okay, whatever words you find it's difficult, memorize them. See, happiness, celebrations, these are all hard words. Memorize all the hard words. Death, adjust, limited space, adaptation, adjustments, response. These are all hard words. Learn them. Okay, that's it. I have completed with all this exercise part of the lesson number 1. Write the answers in the FAIR notebook. Okay, that's all for today. Happy learning, happy memorizing. Bye.